To get more analysis on that story, we're joined via Skype from Washington by Ali Ahmed. He's the director of the IGA. Thank you very much for joining us here on Press TV, Ali. Well, what do you think? Do you think, given that the international outcry for change to come to Bahrain is rising, do you think there is any hope that we will see some change occur in the near future as when it comes to the situation of Bahraini opposition figures?
The change will have to come from inside the country, brought on by the people. In terms of the international community, if we speak of the West, the UK and the United States, they have been helping and assisting the Bahraini monarchy, or the monarchy in Bahrain, to defeat its people, to combat the revolution that these people brought upon the absolute monarchy. So, and that position, the American and the British position in supporting the ruling monarchy in Bahrain is not about to change. Let's not delude ourselves. But what can be done is that the people in Bahrain intensify their uprising and use and resort to more aggressive tactics, so they can wrestle away the decision and they enforce the will of the people upon the government that has taken away their rights.
Well, Ali, we've been seeing these demonstrations going on from 2011. So if the people of Bahrain can actually change, we know that there's been a crackdown on the Shia majority in the country. We know that there's been crackdown on dissent, on opposition figures, and pretty much a dictatorship in Bahrain. So why hasn't the situation changed at all if people within the country can actually lead that change to happen?
Well, I think the government of Bahrain has given us enough evidence that it will not change willingly. It will not respond to the majority of the population, the peaceful demands. So if we are going to want change in Bahrain, we have to force it. We have to make it a reality. Calling and protesting for your rights is not working anymore in Bahrain. I think the next step is actually taking this by force.
And very briefly, if you may, we already see this situation in Yemen where the US and the UK are supporting the Yemeni fugitive president. So we're seeing Saudi Arabia back that, and we're seeing the people actually suffering. Do you think this will be a similar situation in Bahrain if people actually do take matters into their hands and they do get more aggressive?
I think the United States have sent a clear message that we will not hear the voices of the oppressed, that we will not support your human rights. The only time we will support your human rights is when you make it happen, when you take over power, when you make us respect you, no matter what you do. And that is an example in Syria. They support groups that are considered terrorists in their standards, but they oppose the most peaceful revolution in Bahrain, and they support a legitimate individual calling himself a president in Yemen. So really, this is not about morality or legality. It has to do with reality. If you can make it happen, it's yours. If you can use any resources in your hand, as long as you control the ground, people will respect it.
Well, a great pleasure to talk to Ali Ahmed, director of the IGA, joining us from Washington.